Hello, welcome to When the Smoke Clears. I am the Recovery Plug. What's going on, everybody? Well, thank you for tuning into my video podcast today. Greatly appreciate that. And, for those of you who, if this is your first time watching, well, I always get my videos started always with the moment of silence followed by the serenity prayer. So if you join me, please, a moment of silence. Serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Alrighty, well, so how's it going, everybody? Man, you know what? Today is, what is it, Thursday? It's going pretty good. Week's almost over. Tomorrow's Friday. The week's been kind of, for me, it's been kind of up and down, I guess. I been pretty busy, with peer support groups, meetings, NAAA, just appointments that I have at the VA and stuff like that. But I've been indulging in reading a few books that I've acquired, and I'll have to read them and then kind of let you guys in on how how they were and that sort of thing and how they're helping but what I wanted to kind of get to today is just today I want to talk a little bit about recovering things that you have lost uh, to the addiction, to the depression, to the PTSDs, to the anger, just whatever trauma that you've been going through. And I know personally, I've had trauma that has made me have to deal with PTSD, that have to made me deal with anger, loneliness, depression, anxiety, nervousness, just everything, just in general. To me, I feel like that you know, I've been the traumatic experiences that I've gone through have um, put me in those situations in a sense, throughout my life. But you know, being in recovery is just that. You start recovering things that once made you happy, that once you were living with these types of issues, but you knew how to deal with it, maybe in a sense, without you know going through the angers or the depressions or any of the PTSD stuff, or without going to your addiction. And for me, that was drug addiction and isolation. So you know I today I went to a Christmas party, and I went with my youngest daughter. Her and I went to the party, and man, we had a blast. It was great to do something like that, clean and sober, and seeing the reaction and the just the expressions that my daughter had, and the good time that she had, and how she was just relaying that to me the whole time that we're at the party. Just it was just amazing, man. You know what I mean? To hear her just happy that she's at this place with her dad. You know what I mean? And it's like nothing, and nothing at that particular time and moment could put a damper on that feeling. And it was it was man, it was just a feeling that I hadn't had in man such a long time. And you know when had I been in the addiction, you know we probably would have been late to the party, maybe not even gone at all. It could have been another one of them situations where I told my daughter, well, I'll be there, and then at the last minute call her, oh, that something came up. I I can't go because of this, I can't go because of that. But it was because I was still using, you know what I mean? I didn't want to leave where I was at using the drugs I was using. And, for everything, my daughter would always be like, it's okay, Dad, it's okay, I understand, don't worry about it. But I knew that it hurt her, you know what I mean? But the freaking addiction is so cunning and baffling that it puts you in that I don't give a F mode. So you're just selfish like that. You don't give a F about shit, but you just want to do your thing and stay in the isolation and stay in the addiction. And to have a day like I did today with her was just such an accomplishment. I feel, in myself that, you know, had I not gone and asked for the help, had I not done any of the steps in a 12-step program, had I not, you know, engaged in my spiritual journey, perhaps none of this would have happened. And I'm grateful that today I'm able to sit here and do a podcast video and expressing the feelings and the importance of how just a little bit of time with the kids, no matter how old they are, they're going to remember, and that's going to have an effect on them for years to come. And it is, you know, most kids, and I think every kid, no matter how old they always are looking and longing for that one-on-one with their mom and with their dad. You know what I mean? They want to have a relationship like that with their parents. They want to be able to express their feelings. They want to be able to not walk on eggshells when they're around you. They want to be able to, be joyful and be happy and be themselves around you. And, you know, I'm working on myself because I feel like I robbed my kids of 5 years of being in the addiction that I can't get back to them. And, it makes me feel some kind of way, you know what I mean? But that's just, it's part of the addiction. And I had to come, that the serenity prayer says, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. And I accept that, you know what I mean? I'm now in a position in my journey right now. I'm able to feel the serenity to know that I can't change what happened. You know what I mean? I can't change it at all. I can't change any of that stuff. But I have the serenity. I have the compassion. I have the empathetic thoughts and knowing that if I just ask my higher power to help me with that, okay, you know what, you got that part of it, brother, and yeah, okay, and I'm just like, I have the ability to do that. I have the ability to say, hey, you know what, okay, I'm not going to deal with that. I'm not even going to even worry about that. What I'm going to worry about right now is I'm going to accept I'm going to accept the fact that I can't change things. The things that I can't change, I'm good with that. But I ask my higher power to give me the courage to change the things that I can. And the know-how, the wisdom to know the difference between the two. You know what I mean? Because you can get lost in that fact that like myself, I feel so bad about robbing 5 years of dad and daughter time that, I want to fix it all in one shot, and I can't do that. And I understand that. I understand that I can't do that. And I understand that I only can change and work on the things that I have the ability to do. And that is the ability to work on the relationship moving forward. And having gone to a party like I did today and inviting my daughter to come with me is part of that journey. You know what I mean? That time that we had together, those, 2, 3 hours that we spent together today, she's going to remember for a long time to come. And man, when we left the party, man, she had to take an Uber back, to her mom's, and just the freaking expressions on her face, that she was just happy. She was just taking pictures and smiling freaking from ear to ear, man. And I was just so freaking excited and happy that my baby girl was, that she had a blast, you know what I mean? She had a blast, and I was just excited about that for her, that she didn't have to spend Thursday afternoon depressed, Thursday afternoon wondering, what she was going to have to eat, or, wondering if somebody's going to get after her, or wondering if she's going to have a bad day at work, or anything like that. It was just the fact that she had 3 hours of a freaking good time with her dad. And, to me, that's like, gosh, to sit here and talk about a scenario like that, a story like that, that is a blessing in the fact that because I decided that I needed to reach out to the program, I needed to reach out to somebody and ask for the help to get me out of this dark situation that I was in the form of addiction and homelessness, that I'm able to sit here today and share a story of such a blessing, that I had a good time with my daughter at a party, that she's going to take that and it's going to be part of, I guess just a memory, and she'll take something positive out of that. You know what I mean? Whenever she has kids, and she's going to know that, man, spending time with your kids it's a must. No matter how old they are. No matter if it's just a freaking 10-minute phone call. If it's just, going out to get a bite to eat. Or just going to the house, wherever they live, and just sharing the conversation of how their day is going. Ask them how their day is going. Ask them, do they need any help with something? Let them know that you were just thinking about them, and that you just wanted to tell them that, hey, you know what, I just hope that you have a good day today. And just know that I love you, you know what I mean? Because when you tell your kids that you care and that you love them and that you want to know what's going on in their life, that you're concerned about it, that you want to be involved, that you want to know, hey, you know what, I just want to know how your day was. Talk to me about it. You know what I mean? People are naturally, they magnetize in a sense towards a conversation and an affirmation. They want affirmation. They want to know that they matter. They want to know that somebody cares. You know what I mean? That's just the way we're wired as human beings. You know what I mean? Because naturally we want to be part of the tribe. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how we roll. You know what I mean? We don't roll solo. You know what I mean? And that's the problem today, is that too many people are riding solo, and they're not part of a tribe in a sense, And it's good to be a part of something. People, when you are a part of something, you feel that belongingness, that you're not this outcast. And even if you are an outcast and you're there with the other outcasts, you're still a tribe. You know what I mean? You lean on each other. And that's what, people like myself and who are addicted to things, who are an addict, that's how we get into this world of recovery, by leaning on each other. You know, you have to help your brother get up and your sister get up out of this darkness, because some people can't do it on their own. When they're in the darkness, when you're in the darkness, you can't see. You can't see a damn thing. You know what I mean? When you're in the darkness, you're just wandering around. You have your eyes wide open, but you can't see the freaking van in front of you. But if you have 2 or 3 people with you, now you can talk. You can communicate. Put your hand out. Move it to the right. And you can feel my hand. And you grab that hand. And the next person does the same thing. The next person does the same thing. The next person does the same. Next thing you know, you have this chain of, 2 or 3 people. Now you can try getting out of this hole. You can start finding that light. You can start finding the rung to that ladder when you have more than one person looking and more than one person concerned. You know what I mean? Because when it's just you and you see nobody around and there's nobody that you can call for to help you, then you start getting in that isolation and that depression and that anger and all of those things that keep you in that darkness. And, for me personally, it was, staying in the darkness of the drugs. And I had these blinders on, in a sense. And all I could think of and seeing and everything that I thought and the things that I thought about and the things that came out of my mouth were all negative things. In turn, the actions that I performed throughout the day were dangerous, negative situations. And, once I was able to get out of that into this positive realm of recovery and spirituality, then, man, it's amazing. It's amazing how things start opening up for you. The smoke starts clearing, in a sense, and you start, recovering those things that you've once made you happy. And for me today was spending that time with my daughter, and man, it was amazing. I'll remember this for a long time to come. And it's just another notch in your recovery belt, in a sense. Now that's one thing that you got in your recovery arsenal, that I like to call it, because all these blessings that for me are more arsenal for my recovery arsenal. And when I say that, I mean that now I got another story that I can share, and maybe somebody else needs to hear that. You know what I mean? And that's just part of the journey, and the journey of my service, my due diligence to share what has helped me along the way to get to where I'm at today, from the darkness to this positive world of recovery and positivity. So, it has a lot to do with positive boundaries and spirituality, and know what part of your life you need to just give it up to your higher power, whatever that is. For me, it just happens to be Jesus Christ. I believe that that's my Lord and Savior, and anything I got no control over, I just let Him take it. I let Him do the do with that. And I pray to give me the wisdom to know the difference and know what it is that you want me to do. You know what I mean? And it's been working so far. You know what I mean? So if something works, don't try to fix it. You know what I mean? If it works, it works. And right now it's been working, and I'll keep doing it until it doesn't work anymore. But if the statistics are right in them books, it says, not one addict who has followed the steps in the AA or NA book has they ever gone back and relapsed. Never. It's never been. It's 100% proof, relapse proof, in a sense, if you follow exactly what they tell you to do. And you know, so it's great to have recovered um, time in relationship with my daughters, and I have three daughters, and I have I talk to all three of them. I got a relationship with all three of them, and I love them all, and they love me, and we it's just a good bond that me and my daughters have, and I love them to death. But I'm just grateful that you know through the program and through my spirituality that I'm able to recognize and know where my life is headed now. And I give all the praise to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for that. And you know, man, at this time, man, if you would please do me a favor and please support my channel. I really would like to reach a whole lot more people and spreading with the message and sharing the stories and encouragements and that sort of thing. And the only way I can do that is with more subscribers and more people liking my videos, watching my videos, and sharing my videos. So if you would please give me a thumbs up, shoot me a comment, give me a like, share my channel, and please tap that subscribe button. That's all it costs you. It doesn't cost you a thing. It's all you got to do is tap the button, and you'll be helping out another homeless person, another veteran, another person that's dealing with PTSDs, depression, anger, addiction, all of those things. And yeah, so I greatly appreciate you guys watching my channel today. The episode, I hope you I hope you enjoyed it. I only come and do these stories, and whatever I do here on this channel, it's all true stories. Nothing is fake. I don't make shit up. I give you the real deal, the raw feed, and I let you know exactly how it is in the world of addiction and recovery. So yeah, so until the next time on When the Smoke Clears, I am the Recovery Plug.